Hello and welcome to a full moon release. My name is Rachel of Rainbow Rach. I am an intuitive healer. I'm a creative. I'm a mindset mentor, moving into business mentoring, kind of just everything. And I love holding space. I love holding healing space. If this is one of your first times with me, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. Thank you for being here, and thank you for showing up for yourself, and to just have this little space of community where we can work on our healing together. If you hear that squeaking, that's my baby monitor. My children are downstairs, so I have to keep a monitor on, so sorry if that's distracting to anyone, but that's just how it is tonight. And yeah, I'm just excited to hold this space. The reason I wanted to do this specifically because I know I have some shit that I need to let go of. And if I say I'm going to show up somewhere to hold space for other people, then I know that I'm going to show up and actually do the thing, because if I were going to rely on myself, I probably wouldn't have done a little ceremony space for myself. And I need this. So I'm glad to share this space with you all. And yeah, let's get started. I see so many people here. Hi, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so in the post, if you saw it beforehand, I was like, grab a candle, grab a water, grab a lighter. So if you don't have any of those things, go ahead and grab them now. And then also you'll want an ashtray. And you can literally use, like, I'm using an incense holder, so it doesn't have to be like, just somewhere safe to burn something. And then also, if you have bay leaves in your kitchen, this is what they look like. And if you don't have bay leaves, you can just use a piece of paper, and then we'll burn that in a safe spot. I like using bay leaves because, I don't know, I've just got into it a while ago, and then that's just kind of what I do. So let me make sure, if you're going to use a bay leaf, you're going to need a Sharpie. Let me see here. We'll see if that one works. And yeah. All right, so let's get started. So I'm going to light my candle first. I just got these matches not very long ago, and I'm very excited. And again, if you haven't ever done one of these healing sessions with me or a ceremony with me, you'll know that I like to invoke the 4 elements. So we're going to start with fire. Okay, hopefully you can see that. And then I'm going to light this incense. I love how matches smell. Oh my God. Okay, and the incense helps us bring in the air element. Before I invoke any other elements, I'm also going to use the fire and the air to now invoke the ancestors of those watching, and myself. All beings that are of the highest light and good are allowed to be here for our growth, for our expansion, for our healing, for our release. Thank you in advance for aiding us in this release. And I also want to take a moment to banish any spirits or entities that are not here for the highest and greatest good of everyone watching now or later. And I'm going to say that one more time as I invoke the water element. With Florida water, I banish any spirits, entities, beings that are not here for the highest and greatest good of everyone watching now or later, and all of the beings in my home and every other home of the people watching. Okay. And sorry, I know my boobs are a little bit loud. I'm breastfeeding. They're just big right now. If they bug you, I'm not sorry. That's one of the things I'm getting used to. I'm just releasing the fear of people judging me if I have my tits out. Yeah, too bad, so sad. Okay. And then lastly, I have a rose quartz here. A rose quartz point specifically to invoke the earth element. And then also, if you do have bay leaves, that's invoking the earth element as well. Okay, so And feel free as I'm talking to drop things in the comments. You guys can, totally talk back and forth with each other. I'd love to know what you showed up to release. I'm just going to go into a little bit of discussion. Actually, let me pull a card as I talk about this. I'm just going to share with you what's been coming up for me, because I'm sure what's been coming up for me is I'm not the only one it's been showing up for. And I want a card to just have a little bit of confirmation there. And the main thing too, I don't know how many people on here are parents, but a big thing that I have is, a big belief that I have is, if my kids are home, I can't do these. I can't work, which doesn't feel like work, but it's, in that category. But yeah, I have this belief that like, if my kids are home, I'm not going to be able to show up as well. I'm going to be interrupted. People are going to be annoyed or think it's unprofessional if I'm like running and taking care of my kids as I'm doing this. And I'm just letting go of that. I'm allowing myself to like show up whenever I can show up. Oh my God, I have a perfect view of the full moon. That's fucking cool. But I'm letting myself just show up as I am and not like put so much pressure on myself. That's the biggest thing that I am releasing with this full moon. I've been working on releasing the pressure I put on myself for months. And I'm still doing it. And that's the thing with change. That's the thing with transformation and healing, especially when we do something so intentionally. It's going to take time. Sometimes healing will happen overnight and you'll just decide and snap your fingers and it'll be done. Other times it takes months. And even when I look back at my old journals, I had the same intention at the new moon and the full moon for months on end, for many moon cycles. And so that's totally okay. You can set an intention for 1 month, and then later down the line, if the next month you still want to work on that, you can do that same intention. So what we're releasing this full moon, you can release again the next full moon and the full moon after that until you feel like you're completely done letting go. And with the candle, I just want to say too, go ahead and light your candle if you have one. Go ahead and light incense if you have it. Light Palo Santo, sage, whatever element you want to invoke. Please do so now. And then you're welcome to also light this candle and come back to your intention 2 weeks after this. You can do it for the full moon to full moon cycle. You could do it just today. You could do it for 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. Whatever feels good, whatever feels aligned with you, and whatever feels like true to you, I guess. So just do your own thing, check in with your own higher self, and just discern what feels good to you to light the candle. And then every time that you do light the candle, even if it's just tonight, I fully believe whenever we light a candle, it just adds fire to our intention. So it just not speeds up the process, but almost just enhances our intention. And so that's how I see the candle, and that's why lighting a candle every other day or however often you want to do it, I think can be a really powerful tool. Okay, and now, so whenever I made this deck, this is the rainbow deck, if you don't know. I know a few of you on here have one too, so please feel free to pull a card. And feel free to share that card in the comments if you have it. The intention that I made this deck with was to be called out. So I want people to pull this deck and for their shadows to come up. I want it to call you out and be like, hey, what are you not looking at? And kind of just make it like glare in your face. I know sometimes like with a traditional tarot deck or even just any deck, we can pull a card and not love that card, and so we put it back and try to get another one, sometimes just to get the same exact card. And I really love that this deck has that intention of calling you out, because you're gonna get called out, and I feel like this card is just calling people out. I forget it's a mirror image, so you can't read this, but it says, what are you avoiding? It's time to get still and get present with whatever is on your heart. And then this other card that I have that's on the top of the deck is shift your focus back to gratitude. Write a list of all the things you're grateful for and start small. You'll be surprised that once you get into the flow of gratitude, it's like a faucet turned on and you cannot stop. And in that breath too, I just want to say, sometimes if you're thinking about something that you're grateful for and it feels like there's blocks, it feels like it's not true, don't force it. You don't have to force gratitude because you think, oh, it's going to get me to the right space. Like, I know sometimes, especially if I'm in like a veg mode and I just want to chill, and I try to think of all these things that are like almost grandiose in my life that I'm trying to be grateful for, or even little things, it just doesn't feel true. And so I can just come back to something that doesn't have to be like a big thing that I'm grateful for. It can just be, I'm grateful that I have space to chill on my couch right now. I'm grateful that like I live in a legal state where I don't have to worry about being arrested for cannabis smoking and sharing about it online. And just having something small, like I'm grateful that I have this water right in front of me that I can just drink. And on that, let's drink some water. But yeah, you don't have to force gratitude. Let it just be something that feels genuine. And if you do find yourself in a state of forcing it, just back off and return to it in an hour or a day later or whatever. So let's go ahead. I want to do a quick little meditation that kind of combines these two cards. For people that are just joining, the cards that we pulled were, what are you avoiding? It's time to get still and get present with whatever is on your heart. The other card is shift your focus back to gratitude. Write a list of all the things you're grateful for and start small. You'll be surprised that once you get into the flow of gratitude, it's like a faucet turned on and you cannot stop. And again, this is from the rainbow deck. This is from the deck that I created. I still have a few left if you want one of your own. But yeah, go ahead and get comfy. Go ahead and close your eyes if that feels safe to you. And just breathe in. You don't need to try to control your breath right now. Really just bring your awareness to your breath. To your chest rising and falling. To the sound of your breath. You can bring your hands to your heart if that feels good. You can have your palms facing up or down. You can do reverse prayer or even a prayer at your heart, whatever feels good to you. Just tap into this present moment. If any other thoughts are circulating in your mind that are trying to bring you away from the present moment, just let them pass. You could imagine the thoughts kind of just floating by like the fall leaves floating in the air. You can imagine them riding a boat away from you. Our thoughts are our passerbys. We are not our thoughts. Take a moment to just get some space between yourself and whatever it is, whatever thoughts are coming up for you. Any obligations, what you're going to eat for dinner later, what time you need to go to bed because what time you have to get up. Let it all go and just be in the room with yourself, with your hands on your body right now. And I want you to just picture your heart space. And now imagine your heart. See, the two sides of your heart are like this. Imagine it just cracking open and light illuminating from your chest. And I want you to just tap in and ask your heart what needs releasing. Even if you have preconceived notions about what you need to release, take a moment to really just listen to whatever your heart is saying that needs to be let go of right now. No judgment, just allowing. And then you can slowly open your eyes, and whatever came up for you, while it's fresh in your mind, write it on either your leaf or on your bay leaf or a small piece of paper. And I have 3 here, so I'll probably use at least 2 of them. And if nothing's come to you yet, that's fine. Just sit with it a little bit longer. It will come, even if it's not during this time that you have allotted. It might come to you at 3 in the morning. Just be patient with yourself. And you can write like, I release ... and then write whatever it is. Okay, I'm just going to share one of these. And again, if you want to share what you have, what you want to release, please feel free. If you don't, that's totally fine too. I know it can be super personal, and I'm a very open book with a lot of things, so I don't mind being vulnerable. But for me, I want to release the idea that I have to be productive when I don't have my kids. I want to release that it puts all of this pressure on me to do certain things that I might not even want to do in those times. And then it also, it takes away a little bit of freedom that I have. I should be able to not have my kids and also just relax, and just, there's my son. But yeah, just this idea that I have to be productive if someone's watching my kids. It's just not true. And I owe it to myself to give myself that time and that space to relax. You want to come sit with Mommy?
I was again.
Okay, well, come sit with me. Remember, Mommy said she's working, okay? Do you want to come sit with me, or you want to just play with my jewelry?
Do you want to be careful with this?
Let me see which one. If that one, no, you can't wear this, buddy. This one's very, very special to Mommy.
Please?
Okay, Nyla, you cannot break it, okay? Okay, here, you sit right here. Do not blow out my candle. And also the idea that I can't be both, in mom mode and healer mode. I can do both, so. And you can do both too if there are parents here that, you feel like it's limited your abilities to work or focus or heal or coach or guide or whatever are limited by, if your kids are around. I'm just fucking letting go of all that because it's bullshit. Hey, Leilani. Thank you. We're going to burn that. Do you want to help me burn it? Wait, not yet, not yet. Hang on. Look, you want to read this? All right. So
everyone, this is Mommy. Now,
all right. So I release worry. I release not trusting in the universe. I love that. It feels like when you said that too, I see like the word doubt in my mind. No, please don't draw on my cards.
How?
Here, you could draw right here. Right there. So that might want to be, something that you look at too. If doubt comes up, that might be like a trigger for you that you're not trusting in the universe and not trusting in yourself. That's a really big piece too. You get to trust yourself too. We can trust in the universe, but we also know that we have our own backs. Thank you, Leilani. It might be the filter why it looked like I'm glowing, but thank you. And I received that compliment. I'm trying to be better about receiving compliments too. Okay, so so go ahead and it's super important to know your triggers whenever I guess I can talk about that too. Whenever we're releasing something, especially in the next few days, you're going to have more stuff come up that's like, shit, I just released this. Why is this coming up? It's coming up so that you can release it. So I always say healing isn't linear. Even if you feel like you release something and it's all gone tonight, you might have some stuff come up, and that's totally okay. It's about accepting where you are in the process and accepting that more things are going to come up, and that's actually something to celebrate, because then it's more things that you can release and let go of.
Mommy!
What is that?
Here's the drain.
The drain?
Yeah.
Is that a spider?
Yeah. Here's the drain that I don't like it. Here's right here and do that on your phone and see how far away it is.
You want to help me burn?
Uh-huh.
Here, Mommy's going to hold it because it could burn you and really hurt your fingers, okay? You want to watch it? All right, so let's set fire to what we're releasing. It's okay. You're safe. You're safe.
Why did you burn it?
Because we're releasing it. We're letting go of it.
No.
It's something that doesn't serve us, so we're going to let it go. Don't blow it out. Let it burn. It's okay. It's good. It's good. It's good to let stuff go. It's good to let stuff go sometimes. Just like the trees are letting go of their leaves right now, we gotta let go. Ooh. It's okay. It's okay. It's good. It's good, buddy. Hey, it's good to let go of stuff.
No. Look, Mommy.
Even in my small explanations to my son, I feel like, if you can explain it to a toddler, you can explain it to anyone. So, I already see that his presence here can help me explain it on a different level, and it's just good. I'm really just imparting with that idea that I have to be just in one role at one time. I can be multiple things at multiple times. It's good, buddy. You wanted to? No, dude, don't blow it.
I just blew all it out.
I know you blew it out, huh?
And this thing stay right here.
Okay. And that really concludes the ceremony and the burning. And I just want to encourage you guys again.
Mommy, why did it burn?
Because we're letting go of it. So we burn it.
I know.
What?
Burn this.
Oh, no, we're just burning the other things. We can burn that one later, okay, Bubba?
Please.
You want to burn that right now?
Yeah, I want to burn this right on the can.
Well, this one's a little bit big. Here, we'll do this one, okay? But Mommy has to hold it.
No, this.
Okay. And yeah, I just want to encourage you that, again, you can light your candles. Don't touch, it's going to be very, very hot. You can light your candles, however many days you want to. You can just light it today. You can light it for the 2 weeks till the new moon. And really, every time that you light it, or, even just showing up to, like, give attention
Mommy.
and intention to whatever you're releasing.
Yeah.
It's just about the effort, you know. It's not about, oh, I have to sit down for 30 minutes and, like, meditate on this. It can be as simple as just doing, you know, one breath's length of intention to what you're releasing. And coming back to, like I said, those trigger words and those trigger thoughts that don't align with what you're releasing.
Mommy, where's Daddy?
He's almost home, buddy. Oh, and you're good, Lonnie. You don't have to be on time. And I'm going to post this. So I'll post this to my Instagram Live. I'm going to post this in my Facebook group, Queens of the Light. And I'll also be putting this up on YouTube. So you can get it in any of those 3 places.
No, Mommy, I have to go poop.
Okay, go poop poo. I'll come wipe your booty and just count to 40, okay?
Okay.
And you're so welcome, Kelsey. I'm so glad that you could join. I know a lot of people are here from Facebook groups that I posted in, so welcome. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this, and thank you for sharing space with me and allowing me to also show up for myself, because I know that when I hold space for others, I am holding space for myself. So thank you so much for being here and letting me shine my light, and for holding space for my light, holding space for your own light, and holding space for your growth and your healing and your evolvement. So love you, Cass. And yeah, you guys are so welcome. And I will see you very soon. I know that I kind of am showing up here and there. I'm just showing up as it feels good. As many of you know, I am a new mom of 2. I'm about 1 month postpartum now. My little baby is a month old. So we're still getting, like, into the flow of things. So it's going to be like that for the next few months. But yeah, this has been so nice. My son is calling me to wipe his ass, so I'm going to go do that. Enjoy the full moon, and I will see you guys very soon.